From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
And we are underway from Houston. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Texans take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
They'll fake the jet sweep, and now Stroud to throw off play action. And under the Lions pressure, he's brought down. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Results in a 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out. The back deep, Cooper Kupp. Pulled in at the 24. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Lions will take over
at their own 40-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Lions.
And even though this is a top 5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game, they're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there, and they're able to come up with the 1st down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Texans' 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Well, it was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Well, he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And while you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A 3-yard, not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Stroud. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defense gets to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough out that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. A tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Gardner-Johnson on the tackle. 1 yard.
We're scoreless after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll look to throw here. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
There's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Oh, that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but it did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. He finds some open field here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Texans 7, Lions nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for
so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Cooper Kupp on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That's good.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Carlson's extra point off and good. And we are tied at 7.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Stroud looking to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Hey, south. Here we go.
And Stroud now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Able to slither by. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The Texans at 5 and 4 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their opening week fell.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Throwing now is Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 20, here's a second down and 9. He'll look to throw. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Texans 14, Lions 7. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
It's a gain of 8.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
14 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to Laporta. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They'll set up a throw. This is caught. touchdown. Jamison Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
We'll let this go deep for Collins. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there on a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. On third down, here's Gibbs. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And this will be taken at the 13. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he pulled in downfield by Collins. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I got your money up. Believe what I got, put money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us. I do it for all of my people now. Who done everything that I love.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Some good running from Stroud, and he gets them the first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Touchdown, Texans! Noah Fant, 26 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. His size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
That'll be caught. It's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 70. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Carlson on for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
Well, don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he's done the number of games remaining.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A short pass here taken in by LaPorta. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47.
And the Lions
Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and he'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. 64 yards rushing for him down to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's 2nd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll send the tight end in motion. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Well, he tries to force it in. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Intercepted by the Lions. Result of
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down and 4. Now back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans team. What a bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
1st and 10. At their own 38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. They'll get this one to Cobb complete. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively if they're willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 75. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind that it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Right side to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
That's good for the Lions. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lions.
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there, this is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And they see openings, take their shots.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And brought down, but not before they're in inside the 25.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll look to throw again. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. On the give, here's Gibbs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's first down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
The Texans take over first and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts. I feel like they have this one in hand.
The recipe is pretty simple, I think, right? Give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Look the hot, look the hot. 11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for down here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal him. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's also explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something, when you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good.
Well, 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's first and 10.
First down, Detroit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Second and 10.
To second and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. He'll try to pick it up himself. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Cup now on the return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively? They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Houston, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.